and function of human. So this next topic that we have to revise is, all of you just mute your mic, children. We have to revise topic that is defects of vision. Defects of vision.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning.
Witnessing the extension and then production of
Defects
industry
of
and
vision we have to
agriculture. The government
revise, and how we will take care of our eyes.
power, information technology, communication, transport, etc. Policy of
Children, don't talk among yourselves. बात मत करिए आपस में. Mute your mic and get prepared for the class. Virat Kashyap, 8F. Mute your mic. Others, please. So we have started the class and we are on the revision topic, that is defects of vision, care of eyes, then visually challenged person, children, these visually challenged persons are also a part of our and partial of our society. So how we are going to just help them, that also we have to study. Help for visually challenged persons. These topics today we will discuss in the form of revision. So all of you just explain about the defects of vision. That is, first one is your myopia or nearsightedness. This one you will just tell. So one by one, Ananya.
Yes, ma'am.
Explain about myopia or nearsightedness.
Yes, ma'am. Myopia is a defect due to which the eye is not able to see distant objects clearly. In such situations, the arriving light from distant objects gets converged in the front of retina. This defect may arise due to three reasons. First, excess curvature of the cornea, and second, the elongation of the eyeball.
Ma'am, it will also. Next, Navya, whose mic is open?
Yes,
children? Just mute your mic. Next, Navya.
Yes, ma'am.
Navya, what is hypermetropia or farsightedness?
Hypermetropia is a defect of the eye in which eye is not able to see near objects clearly, but can see otherwise as well. This defect arises due to the focal length of the eye becoming too large, or the eyeball getting shortened.
Okay. And how can it be corrected?
It can be corrected using a convex lens of appropriate focal length.
Okay, then Sarah.
Yes, ma'am.
Those who are here in the class all have to speak today, because I don't want only limited students to revise the work. Sarah?
Yes, ma'am.
What is cataract? What is cataract?
Ma'am, cataract arises due to the development of...
Pardon?
Due to the development of membrane over the eye lens, and it leads to decrease or loss of vision of the eye.
Okay. Now Saksham. Saksham Arya, you tell me how can we just take care of our eyes? Give me 5 points regarding it.
By having a regular checkup, If so advised, use the correct spectacles. Second, never look at the sun or any other powerful light source directly. Uh, Gently wash eyes frequently with clean water. Having sufficient light in room when you are reading, writing, or watching television. Uh, Try not to spend too much time looking continuously at a computer screen or television. It can cause eye strain.
Okay. Priyanshu Edji,
Yes, ma'am.
you tell me what is myopia?
Myopia is a defect of eye in which a person is not able to see distant objects because the image is formed at front of the retina.
Next, Yashvi,
Yes, ma'am.
you tell me what is the reason behind this cause of myopia?
The reason behind myopia is there is two reasons, either excessive curvature of the cornea or elongation of the eyeball.
How can it be corrected?
It can be corrected by using a concave or diverging lenses of appropriate focal length at it focuses the light rays at the retina.
Okay. Now, Anurag Anand, you tell me what is hypermetropia? Anurag, are you there? Anurag Anand. Okay. Abhishek Kumar.
Ma'am.
Abhishek. What is hypermetropia?
Ma'am, hypermetropia is a farsightedness disease, and this is the eye deficiency disease, and in which the person cannot see near object clearly, but see distant object clearly. It is due to the eyeball getting shortened and the focal length of the eye lens becoming too large.
How can it be corrected? Then tell that also.
By using a convex lens.
Okay. Then Deepak.
Ma'am.
Deepak Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
What
Yes,
is
cataract? Cataract is disease that happen because of the development of a membrane over it. When this happens, the people said to be a cataract.
Where is the membrane developing? Tell that. Membrane kahan develop hota hai? On the eye lens.
On the eye lens.
Just mark the answer properly that the membrane is developed on the eye lens. Clear?
Eye lens. Yes, ma'am.
Next, Arushi. Arushi Raj. Arushi.
Yes, ma'am.
Bolo.
Yes,
How can we take
yes,
care
ma'am.
of our eyes? How can we take care of our eyes?
Yes, ma'am. First point, have a regular checkup. If so as advised, use the correct spectacles. Never look at the sun or any other powerful light source directly. Eat a balanced diet, having lots of fruits and vegetables. Gently wash eyes frequently with clean water. Have sufficient light in the room when you are reading, writing, or watching television. Poor lighting in the room causes eye strain.
Anurag, your mic is unmuted. Just close it. Yeah. Are you interested in answering, Anurag Anand? Okay, correct. Then Ronit. Ronit,
Yes, ma'am.
you tell me what is myopia?
The defect of vision by which we cannot see distant objects clearly is known as myopia or nearsightedness.
Okay. Ripunjay.
Yes, ma'am.
You tell me what is the cause? Why does this myopia occur? Or why does this take place, this disease, myopia? The reason behind it.
Ma'am, there are two reasons. First, excessive curvature of the cornea. Second, elongation of the eyeball. Ma'am,
And how can it be corrected?
Ma'am, this defect can be corrected by using a concave lens of appropriate focal length.
Okay. Anupriya.
Yes, ma'am.
Describe about hypermetropia.
Yes, ma'am. Hypermetropia is a disease of eye in which we are not able to see nearby objects clearly, but we are able to see far objects clearly. It can be due to the eyeball get shortened and the focal length become too large.
Okay, now Pragya.
Yes,
Pragya,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You tell me what is cataract?
Ma'am, cataract is
This happened because of a development of over eyelids. When this happens, the person is said to have a
development of
cataract.
an opaque membrane.
Pragya Raj, I am telling, Cordelia, not
Yes, ma'am.
8E. Two Pragyas are there or what?
Yes,
Pragya
ma'am.
किसी और क्लास में भी है?
Yes, ma'am.
So I am asking from 8E. I'll come to you also. The next one. आप किस क्लास में हो? Your class is not mentioned.
8G.
G. Then you just wait. I'll come to you. Pragya Raj,
Cordelia. Yes, ma'am. Cataract is a disease, eye disease in which opaque membrane is formed over a retina. This leads to decrease or loss of vision of the eye.
But this membrane is formed where? On the retina? No.
No, ma'am, on an eye lens.
On the eye lens, yes. Okay. So that is why the image formation is hazy. Clear? Then next comes Supriya, 8F.
Yes, ma'am.
You tell me, how can we take care of our eyes?
By have a regular checkup. If so advised, use the correct spectacles. Never look at the sun directly. Gently wash eyes frequently with clean water. Have a sufficient light when reading, writing, or watching television. And eat a balanced diet having lots of fruit and vegetables.
Okay. Kavish.
Yes, ma'am.
Kavish, you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
You tell me, how can we all know that whom we call as visually challenged person. It's just a description in this topic. But how can we help visually challenged persons? Ripunjay, close your...
By non-optical aids and optical.
How can we help visually challenged person? Got it? Got the question? How can we help?
Ma'am, by non-optical aids and optical aids.
Pardon?
Ma'am, by non-optical aids and optical aids.
Just describe those two.
Okay. Now, non-optical aids. This includes tactual aid and auditory aids. Tactual aids, using the sense of touch. The visually impaired can learn to read and write by using special touch system called Braille, and auditory aids using sense of hearing.
Aids include audio cassettes, computer tape recorders, audio CDs, audiobooks, and many other electronic devices such as computer, calculator, and closed circuit television. And by optical aids, these include lenses and telescope aids. Whereas lenses by using suitable lenses combination are used to rectify visual limitations, and the telescope aids can help to view class demonstration and the blackboard.
Okay, very good. Now, Anushka Kumari, 8F. Anushka, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
You tell me, what is Braille system and how does it help the visually challenged person?
Braille is a coded language based on logical system. There are Braille codes for common languages as well as mathematical and scientific notations. Many languages, foreign/Indian, can be read using the Braille system. We can help the visually challenged person to recognize words by touching. To make them easier to touch, the dots are raised slightly.
Okay, correct. Then Pragya. Next, 8F. Yeah, G. I think she is in G.
Yes, ma'am.
You explain how can you help visually challenged person. Do you remember this question? Although, or you can explain how optical and non-optical aid help visually challenged person. This question is mentioned in your chapter also. Do you know the answer? Some problem is there.
Ma'am, may I ask the Raj?
Or should I move forward?
Ma'am, can I?
Ashish. Next is Ashish Kumar. Pragya, you mute
Yes, ma'am.
your mic. Some problem is there. Ashish Kumar, you tell this answer. Explain how optical and non-optical aid help visually challenged persons to develop their skills to a higher level. Narayani, I'm asking to Narayani or Ashish.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, by non-optical aids and optical aids. Non-optical aid, these include tactual aid and auditory aid. Tactual aid, it is a sense of touch. The visually impaired can learn to read right by using a spherical touch system called Braille. Auditory aids include audio cassette, tape recorder, audio cues of software programs that can transfer text files into sound. Optical aids, these include telescopic aids and lens. Telescopic aids can help to view class demonstration and the blackboard. Lens combinations are used to rectify visual limitations.
Okay. Next is Anurag. Anurag Anand. Are you ready to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Then tell me, how is this Braille system? What is Braille system and how it is useful? Or how it is helping the visually challenged persons?
Louis Braille himself, a visually challenged person. Louis Braille himself, a visually challenged person, developed a system for visually challenged person and published it in 1821. The present system was adopted in 1932. Braille is a coded language based on a logical system. There are Braille codes for common language as well
Rudra,
as
your mic is unmuted. Rudra Kumar. Mute your mic. Rudra and Mohit.
Braille system help the visually challenged person to recognize word by touching. To make them easier to touch, the dots are raised slightly. Each character has to be memorized. Braille text can be produced by hand or by machines.
Okay. Next is Ananya. Ananya has got the chance. Now Aryan Raj. Aryan Raj 8G. Are you ready? Rudra, kindly mute your mic. Rudra Kumar, mute your mic, please. Aryan Raj, what happened? Your voice is not coming. Ashish Kumar. Ashish.
Yes, ma'am.
You tell me what is Braille system and how does it help the visually challenged person? Ashish, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. The most effective
Bolo,
resources for
what is
visually
Braille
challenged person.
system?
The most effective resources for visually challenged person is the Braille. Louis Braille himself, a visually challenged person, developed a system for visually challenged person and published in it 1821. The present system was adopted in 1932. Braille is a coded language based on a logical system. There are Braille codes for common languages as well as mathematical and scientific notations. Male languages can be read using for Braille system. Braille system has 63 dot patterns and or characters.
Okay. Now, after that is turn for Raghuveer Ranjan. Are you there? Raghuveer. They are not just responding at all. Aditi Priya.
मैम आपने मुझे बोला था क्या?
रघुवीर, you are रघुवीर.
अभिषेक.
हाँ, बोला था आपने, उस समय आपका कनेक्टिविटी खराब था. आप बोलिए. You answer this question. Explain how optical and non-optical aid help visually challenged person.
Ma'am, in non-optical aids, there are tactile aids and auditory aids. In tactile aids, the visually challenged person by read anything by touching the note, and in auditory optical aids is used tape recorders, audio CDs, audio books, etc.
Okay.
And in optical aids, these include lenses and telescopic aids. Well, suitable lens combination are used to rectify visual illumination. The telescope aids can help to view class demonstration and the blackboard.
Okay. Now after that, Aditi Priya, are you ready to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Aditi Priya. Please respond quickly. Jagrit.
Yes, ma'am.
Jagrit, bolo. What is hypermetropia and what is its cause? Why you all take so much of time?
Yes, ma'am.
Bolo.
What was the question?
What is hypermetropia and what is its cause?
A disease in which a person cannot see objects, clearly, I cannot see nearby objects clearly.
Okay. Then what is it?
But
How
able
is,
to
what
see
is the
far
cause,
objects.
reason behind it?
The eyeball gets shortened.
Or?
Image found behind the retina. And these are two cases.
Focal length of the eye lens become too large. Then after that,
Yes,
Piyush Raj.
Yes, ma'am.
Bolo. How can we take care of our eyes?
We can take care of our eyes in following ways. Have a regular checkup. If so advised, use the correct spectacles. Never look at the sun or any other powerful light resources directly.
Only 2 points you have said. Or bolo?
Have sufficient light in the room when you are reading, writing, or watching television. Poor lighting in the room causes eye strain. Gently wash eyes frequently with clean potable water. Etc.
Okay, Saloni Kumari. Saloni, are you there? Sanidhya. Sanidhya Sanchit. Shubh Narayan.
Yes, ma'am.
Bolo, what is myopia and how can it, what is its cause?
Myopia is a disease in which people cannot see objects that are very far off. This is because the focal length of the eye lens becomes short so that the image is formed ahead of the retina. It is also known as nearsightedness.
What is its cause?
Due to the elongation of the eyeball or problem in the eye lens.
Excessive curvature of the cornea. Okay, Srijan Sharan. Srijan. Vansh Raj. Please respond, children, if you are joining the class. Virat Kashyap. Don't sit idle. If you are just hiding, you are missing yourself, your chance for revision. Now next come again, Navya.
Yes,
you tell me what are optical and non-optical aids.
Non-optical aids, optical aids include lenses and telescopic aids. And non-optical aids consist of tactile and auditory aids. Tactile aids consist of tactile aids are by using the sense of touch. The visually impaired can learn to read and write by using a special touch system of braille. And the auditory aids include CDs, audios, audio cassettes, etc.
Okay, correct. Sarah.
Yes, ma'am.
What is braille system and how it is helping the visually challenged person?
Yes, ma'am. Braille system is discovered by Louis Braille. It is a coded language based on a logical system, and there are Braille codes for common language as well as mathematical and scientific notations. It helps the visually challenged people to understand the words by touching, and it can be easily feel as a touch by the raised dots.
Okay. Now, as time is running by, I'll just tell you tomorrow, all of you get ready with your copies. We will discuss all the questions which are related to the previous question pattern, and you all will note down all those questions. Short questions also and long questions also. Clear?
Okay.
Till this chapter.
Yes, ma'am.
अभी तक जो chapter हम लोग पढ़े हैं, ठीक है? In the question format, how it is given and what is the marks content, that also I will tell you.
Okay,
Clear?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
In this chapter, do you have any problem? कोई दिक्कत है यहाँ तक? कोई queries? Do you want me to repeat some of the topic? कोई भी topic अगर आपको कहीं से भी दिक्कत है तो बताओ.
Ma'am, what is blackboard there in optical aids?
Pardon? Once again.
Ma'am, what is the blackboard there in optical aids?
Blackboard there. कहाँ है blackboard? Page number 206 में जो दिया हुआ है.
Optical aids.
I am not getting your question. Blackboard कहाँ लिखा हुआ है उसमें blackboard के बारे में?
Ma'am, in the optical aids.
Ma'am, she is asking how lenses help to view the class demonstrations on the
Oh,
blackboard.
how the letters are shown. That is by the raised dots. Dots are set up in such a way that they are